watching Sunday Sound Off with Frank Boal.
Evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Sound Off, where you get a chance to be part of the conversation on everything sports. Tweet us your questions and comments using the hashtag Sunday Sound Off. Let's introduce tonight's panel. First of all, as usual in his usual seat, Soren Petro, Sports Radio 810 WHB, and his program is on from 10 to 2 every weekday. Soren, how are you?
I'm doing well, Frank. It's good to be here. Interesting topics we've got for tonight, huh?
Very interesting. Blair Kirchhoff, Kansas City Star, college columnist. Blair, how are you?
Doing great, Frank. Just getting out of parade traffic on my way home.
Just as long as you're not stuck in a porta potty. And Les Norman, former Royal. How you doing, Les?
Good. I got stuck in a porta potty, so it's good to be back out.
We're talking about getting stuck in a porta potty. Okay, here we go, gentlemen. Our hot topics of the evening are: should the Royals re-sign left fielder and Gold Glove winner Alex Gordon? Will the Royals repeat and win another World Series championship next year? I'm not sure I can take that. And what are the chances the Chiefs land a wild card spot this NFL season? But first, to our question of the week that has exploded into a national story. What are your thoughts on the charges of racism on the MU campus that now involve the football team boycott? Blair, you are the Kansas City Star's college columnist. We will start with you.
Well, just think about it this way. For a college football team that hasn't won a game in a month, they're going to have their weekly press conference tomorrow, and the eyes of the college football nation will be on Columbia, Missouri. So it has really become a huge news story here in our area and nationally. You alluded to the New York Times front page story tomorrow. I think the most interesting development for me today was the photograph, the team photograph of, yesterday we saw the black players for Missouri in one photograph, and today we saw the entire team together with Gary Pinkel supporting the football team. And I don't know if this puts him in direct opposition to Tim Wolf, the president of the university. It seems like it does to me. You know, if Gary Pinkel is supporting his football team and the president isn't stepping down, I think we've got some opposition here.
All right, Soren.
This is one of those things where we're talking about this subject because it involves a sports team, but it's really not a sports issue. This is a life issue. It's a human being issue, and how human beings should treat each other. And it's too bad that football gets caught up in the middle of it, but football is very important in this country, and these young men have an opportunity to use football to get a point that they feel very strongly about. I know a lot of people are going to be frustrated. Maybe some people are going to bash them because they love football and they want to see their game. But in reality, this issue is a lot bigger than the game of football. And, right now sports gets caught in the middle of it, but it's a chance for sports to be used to hopefully do some good, and that's what I think you hope comes from this whole situation.
Yeah, and Sharon, the other thing about it is it really didn't become a national topic until the sports team decided to boycott it. It was picked up nationally. Now it has exploded. Les, what are your thoughts?
It just goes to show you that 2015 is not so advanced into the future that racism still doesn't exist. It seems like in sports we cycle through every couple years where it was the NBA with the Clippers and Donald Sterling, and now it's coming back to MU. It's sad that we live in a place or live in a time, or just as human beings, that we're judged by the color of our skin, our religion, the cars we drive, the house, the money, just all those different things. And this could set a huge precedent if Wolf doesn't step down. There are so many different, even underlying things that has to do with this. It's racism against blacks. It's racism against Jews. There's so many different things that's going on here, and the whole nation and world are now going to be watching this whole thing, and it's going to be sports related. Should they boycott? Shouldn't they? There's just so many things that can come out of this, and I think it's a great move that the football team is standing together. But now, if they're divided, like the ESPN situation showed, that not everybody is on board. Now, how does your clubhouse come back and be united? Because you got some that want to, some that don't, and some in the middle. It's just a whole tough situation that's not going to be resolved overnight.
And we got a lot of other big issues, guys. Our hot topics are up next. You're watching Sunday Sound Off.